This first little idea I have for you is sort of Morsø style beef fillet. I'm just going to sprinkle it with a little bit of peppercorns, and I can either cook this in the Morsø Forno or the Kamino, which I have over here, which is not just an oven, but it's also a heat you up as well. You can use this nice fireplace. I'm simply going to grill this beef just on the griddle pan here, which I've set on top of a Tuscan grill plate. Just going to pop it onto a board, cut it up into nice fine slices, and then going to top it onto some sourdough bread, which is just slightly toasted. Going to spread that with a little bit of pesto, all this lovely beef over the top of it. Finish it off with a nice béarnaise sauce and serve it up with a nice salad. It's a grilled halloumi cheese served in a lovely sort of hot, sticky fig jam. But I'm just going to move all those ashes back with the scraper, and it's a good idea just to use your gloves because this really is so hot. Using the griddle plate again, these cast iron plates are great because they're really hot, but you do need your gloves for these. Just sprinkle a little bit of oil on top of it. So just going to set it in to the side. And on top of that, I'm going to put this halloumi cheese. Now it's a lovely cheese, this one. I'm going to add to this just a mixture of figs which I've chopped up and into the Morsø in the Morsø fry pan. This lovely fig jam only takes a few minutes. You can thin it down slightly with a little bit of lemon juice. Just going to add a nice handful of rocket to it, just as it comes out before we serve it up. So there we have a lovely snack, great for anyone, for the non-meat eaters. Lovely fig jam with grilled halloumi. For outdoor eating and living, this is one of my favourite dishes because this one just ticks all the boxes for everybody. For those that don't want to eat meat, for those that are kids that want to eat lots of crisps, cheese, melting cheese, lots of nice tasty things, and even better, it's all done in the one pan. So there's no washing up at the end of it all. In the Morsø frying pan, a little bit of oil, a little bit of chilli, a little bit of red onion, some peppers chopped up, a little bit of garlic, and just cooked off in tiny little bit of olive oil. And then everything that everybody likes, you can just simply put into this. I'm using a can of tinned tomatoes. I'm adding either a little bit of harissa paste or sun-dried tomatoes. Only takes a couple of minutes just to get it to this stage. Back over we come, and then this is the bit that the kids love. I'm going to top it with some tortilla chips, just scattered over the top of this. Little bit of melting cheese, scattered over the top, and back into the oven for a couple of minutes. That's it. Doesn't take very long, and I love this with lots of coriander just over the top. This Morsø Forno has endless uses. You can bake in it, you can barbecue, you can make bread in it, you make most wonderful cakes. I even cook baked Alaska in it, that wonderful dessert with ice cream in the middle. But it's magic when it comes to make pizza. It's actually a pizza oven. But you need a high temperature. You need a temperature of almost 300 degrees centigrade. And the way you get that is just to build up the heat, put lots of wood on. Feels really, really nice and warm here. I could stand here all day. But then, just again, using your scraper, move all the ashes to the back. And if you use the door of the Morsø Forno, you can pop that in here. This really helps to bring the temperature up, which is great if you want to roast a chicken and sit out here on a Sunday and have a nice outdoor lunch. Just pop the door in like that, and then just leave it to sit until it warms up a little bit more. And while it's heating up, I'm just going to finish off a pizza. This is the pizza paddle, which is great for putting it into the oven and out again. Just made a yeast-based dough, and you can top your pizza with whatever you want. I've just used a little bit of tomato. Then on top of that, I put some of those lovely heritage tomatoes, a little bit of spring onion, some burrata or even mozzarella cheese, a little bit of salami, a few black olives. Finish it off with a little bit of spinach or coriander and a good sprinkling of olive oil, and then into the oven to cook. Pizzas are great because they cook in minutes. As I say, everybody can make their own with their own flavour. Love it with, again, lots of herbs just over the top of it. A little bit of flat leaf parsley this time, just for colour. Scattered over the top, ready to serve. Making puddings out of doors is best of all because there's absolutely anything you can cook here in your Morsø Forno. But I've got lovely, easy little fruit dumplings for you that you can make with the best of the season's fruit. You can use ready-made pastry, cut out into a rectangle. Peaches are quite big, so I'm just going to chop it in half and put it in the middle of it. Little sprinkling of soft brown sugar just over the top. They're going to poach in this in the oven. Little sprinkling of cinnamon, a little bit of butter, just a little bit of beaten egg. Onto your cast iron grill plate, which is just great for cooking these. And then I'm going to pop them into the oven to bake. If you're in a hurry to eat them, you can put the door on, but I'm just going to sit back and watch these cook. They'll take about 8 to 10 minutes. So there you have lovely summer peach dumplings. Some really nice, easy, relaxed recipes for you to enjoy with all your nice sort of summer cooking. So, a few more sticks in the fire, time for me too to sit down, relax for the rest of the evening on the warmth of all of this, and have a good summer.